Hello, Namaste, Sastikal, good evening. Welcome to the S.S.Chandhok talk show. I'm your host and moderator, S.S. Chandhok. Today, we have gathered here again to discuss about a very effective topic, that is technology today and tomorrow. As we know, after pandemic, the only positivity about pandemic was that it brought out technology 5 to 10 years before it had to come. Now, how far this technology is being used today, has to be used today, as well as how it is going to be used in the future, this is the part of discussion for today. I will introduce you to the very first eminent guest present over here today. We have Mr. Vijay Mahantesh Hauser, sir. He is a director academics of Gurukul Concept International School, Ballari, Karnataka. Welcome, sir. First of all, thank you so much for coming. Sir, please let us know, because we are trying to reach the people throughout the country at far off places so that we may connect and know each other. So, sir, please let us know about your educational journey, sir. Vijay,
Yeah.
sir.
Hi, myself Vijay Manteshe Hosur, and I'm basically from Karnataka. And right now working with Gurukul International Concept School. It's a CBSE school. I'm a maths teacher, basically, and I have totally got 13 years of experience into this. At that COVID time, we have read under many researchers how to overcome with 2 years gap, and we have succeeded also. And in this journey of all those things of being an techie, I have converted myself to what engineer to teacher, and it's a very good journey. And I'm an what product of Dr. Gurraj Karjigi, and he's having an academy for creative teaching. Under this, totally I got four best principal award all over India, and fifth is on the pipeline. And right now working here as an academic director, and my wife as a principal over here, and it's a CBSE 9 years old school, and it's in Ballari, Karnataka district, Karnataka state.
That's wonderful, sir. Thank you so much, sir, for coming. Next, we have Rajkumar Sharma, sir. He is the principal of a very prestigious institution. Hub of Learning is Jaipur is called Nimavat International School. Welcome, sir. Rajkumar, sir. First of all, thank you so much for joining the show. Sir, please let us know about yourself, sir. Educational journey, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Singh, for a, I think, wonderful platform you are providing we educators. I'm R.K. Sharma, Rajkumar Sharma. Last 32 years, I'm in education. And 18 years, as a, you can say, I think I should say as a, in the teaching one. Last 15 years in, you can say, the administration. And I think this platform is used by we persons, how we are supposed to go and connect, you can say, with each other, and how we are supposed to get, I think, the benefit of from, you can say, each one, each once, you can say, the experience is there. And I think I should say in that way, being, you can say, education 33 years is not, you can say, enough. It means throughout life we have to learn and implement and bring, you can say, revolution, the change, you can say, the education is there. And thank you very much.
That's wonderful, sir. Thank you so much, sir, once again for joining us. Then we have Anil Makhija, sir. He is the principal of another famous institution in Rewari, that is Raj International School. Welcome, Anil, sir, once again to the show for the second time. Maybe second time or third time, I don't remember. But thank you so much for joining the show, first of all, sir. Although I know about yourself, but please introduce yourself to the guest as your educational journey.
Good evening, everybody, and good evening, Chandhok sir. This is second time I am coming with you. Earlier, it was a math talk show, and this time we are talking about the technology. Myself working as a principal for last 14 years in different schools of Rewari only. And before that, I worked as a PGT English for 11 years in Rewari only. So my whole career is in Rewari around 25 years. Thank you.
That's wonderful, sir. Thank you so much, sir, once again for coming. Next, we have the expert of today, that is Mr. Spal Singh Khurana. He is the founder and CEO of TAP School. He's an edtech entrepreneur, founder of TAP School, a premium startup that provides all type of solutions to education institutions and organizations. TAP School has a network of in almost all the parts of the country. He loves to interact with educators and other stakeholders of education community to understand their problems and solve the pain points using the technology. His motto is education first. With his experience, he has been actively involved in building products that are easily adopted by educators, students, and parents. Apart from that, he provides consultancy to schools in successfully implementing technology that yields proper result. And talking informally, Mr. Spal, I met him in one of the summit or one of the show, I don't remember, and I came to know about him because I had a word with him, a long discussion with him, that we see that so many people, they are coming up with the ERP and many other things, they're coming up with a visiting card, and we are just saying that we'll let you know. So we are quite confused that how this technology has to be used. What is this technology? Is it really helping us, or it is only a showcase business only? So on my request, he came up for a few sessions to attend, that he will guide us that what actually technology is, how it is help, and how it is going to work, how economical or whatever it is. And let's come up to her sponsor. Sponsor, welcome once again to the show. Happy to see a lively person like you. That is too from my favorite city, Chandigarh. Please, sir, let us know about your journey. I mean, how did it came to your mind to start up with a 360-degree solution or A to Z solution for the schools? And what is actually TAP School?
So thank you, Chandok sir, for inviting me over one more, episode on technology. So my journey started way back in 2016 when we started off TAP School as a problem-solving platform for schools and to digitalize classrooms, because at that point of time classrooms were only restricted to smart boards, and that to certain extent in the you can say elite schools or in the urban areas, not in the rural areas. And that's how our journey started, to digitalize these classrooms, the learning, not just to digitalize but to engage the students into the learning process. That was the main motive behind TAP School, was to engage the student in the learning process, because you make the learning more engaging, you and retaining, more importantly you retain that, because this was the problem that I was facing when I was a manager in a company, and we used to hire and we used to see that students can't write a small application, even when they appear for an interview. So this is how we started off, by creating a platform mainly for designing it for the tier 2, 3, 4 cities and towns and villages and rural areas. But soon we realized that there are certain challenges that are present in the urban areas and even in the elite schools. And then that's how we designed the products, more and more products, and introduced more and more verticals in the TAP School ecosystem. So today we have about now 5 to 6 products catering to all sorts of institutions, all sorts of problems, whether it is a content related problem, whether it is a security related problem you're having in your school or in your institute or in your university. Whether it is a you can say a hardware issue, we have all the solutions right with us there, to help the schools. And as far as consultancy is concerned, this is something that we have started after COVID, because a lot of we realized that a lot of schools adopt technology, but the implementation is a lot of problem for them. So the consultancy part comes up, where the teachers are being trained into how to use the technology. Today we are talking about flipped learning, we are talking about heutagogy, we are talking about andragogy, to adopt how the future is going to look like in the education sector, how the students will be engaged in the learning process. So all sorts of things are being talked about, but at the same time, we basically enable the teachers with the right kind of tools to engage the students in the learning process. And we try at maximum to that the schools should use the existing infrastructure along with our technologies, and easily integrate and create an ecosystem for the student as well as for the teacher as well as for the parent. So this has been our journey so far.
That's wonderful. That's wonderful. And these type of things are helping so much to the schools that it make their work so easy. But it's just like that. पहले इस्तेमाल करें फिर विश्वास करें. Because when you use it, then you come to know that how useful it is. Thank you so much, Aspal sir. We will know further details from you in the later part of the session, and welcome. We'll come up to the first round of the discussion. I won't call it as questions. First of all, I'll come up to Vijay sir. Vijay Vante sir, I'll come up to you. We'd like to know that what kind of technology needs to be integrated pedagogically to make learning process effective for students, according to you.
The thing, especially I'm speaking as a science and a maths teacher, I'm looking out for a blended kind of thing, how the lead and the SSC people are going on and how it is going to be implemented. Right now in Karnataka, everywhere we can able to find out the technology, but right implementation, as Harshpal has been quoted, the things are not properly implemented in the classroom. And however, only the chalk and talk is happening. Other than that, everything is there in the mobile, everything is there in the laptop, but it is directly not coming into the classroom, so that the same kind things to be get implemented over there, so that the kids has to be get involved and learn by themselves. We are the facilitators, and here what happens, we want to adapt ourselves to the previous things like chalk and talk. First thing, we have to avoid the chalk and talk, and how many types of modes of teachings are there and which mode is exactly suits to our kid. We have to understand their level, and next we have to plan it. This is my overall journey tells me that teacher, I don't want to blame. I mean, being a non-government teacher organization president, I want to tell, I don't want to blame the teachers and they are not they are lazy. No, they are not getting a proper platform and a training to get into their subjects. And here, once we are at the district headquarters, we don't have any deal of getting of teachers. But trained teachers everywhere, it is a problem in Karnataka and even Andhra and Tamil Nadu.
You're absolutely right, sir. Training is a very important part. It's very essential. And I think the tools, these tools which are available, like Tab School, sir is talking about, Arpal sir is talking about, these tools are very helpful to the teachers. We talk about English, we talk about other subjects. If the teacher is not, trained through these apps, through these things, they can learn more and they can deliver good things or better things to the students. Harshpal sir, in between, I'll talk to you also that do you provide training also to the teachers apart from giving these type of products?
Yes, we do. We do provide training along with products, because teacher play a very important role in implementation of technology in the classrooms, in the schools. They play a very important role. So the teachers must be trained. So whenever there is somebody who's taking services and products of Tap School, we definitely look into the training part, so that we train teachers for about 15 days, and then we start off with the product usage in the classroom.
Okay. Because earlier when I had a long talk with you, you told me that people that took up the online classes, all these type of materials, and after the pandemic, they had stopped using it. That is why there's a lot of problem. So how these teachers have to take it forward, because we know very well that maybe after 5 or 10 years, there will be no physical books even, and this technology will always be there. And if somebody is not knowing about this technology, the person will not be able to survive then. Thank you, Ashpal sir. Thank you, Vijay sir. We'll come up to Rajkumar sir. Rajkumar sir, are you there?
Yes.
Sir, we like to know that are you still after pandemic, as I was just talking about, during the pandemic, everybody came into the the online mode, but afterwards they stopped also. Many of them stopped also. They come up to the pen, the duster and chalk and the blackboard system, they came back. So are you still using the blended learning or the hybrid learning method of teaching? If yes, then why and which type of system you are using, sir?
See, I think it is a wonderful question, and I think we all are supposed to be. We have to understand it. This pandemic, it was, you can say, warning for us. It was not permanent, but the solution it has given us, you can say, there is a permanent solution the pandemic has given us, and I think we have to learn from that. We are supposed to ready. We are supposed to prepare ourselves in future also. So it means we are supposed to redefine our, you can say, the role in the classrooms, and we have to understand it. This the blended, or you can say, I think we are saying the hybrid one. it is the mixture of, you can say, the traditional, you can say, the teaching, plus you can say online is there. So it is not the replacement of online, or it is not the replacement of, you can say, the traditional one. It means both how you can say, match both, and how we are supposed to make, you can say, the best use of it in different ways. That is, I think, the beauty of this system is there. As you, I think just now you're telling maybe you can say after a few days, few years, the books will not be there, ebook will be there. Why not? Because today we are having the tabs. The tab is a solution. In that one, you can say it is the ebook is there. In that one, complete, you can say the syllabus can be downloaded. It can be used as a ebook. The second, I think just now when we're discussing it, from, you can say, the weather forecast, it was there. Tomorrow it will be heavy rainfall, and the school will be off. But if you're ready for, you can say, which one, the online, I think it was possible to conduct the classes. Either you can say we are supposed to say teachers and students both, we are supposed to take rest. So ultimately, no excuses are not there. We are in the 21st century, and in 21st century, I think it is the century of the technology is there, and in that one, the excuses will not work. The solution will work. And I think this the pandemic has given us, I think, what the future, you can say, the mode of, you can say, operation, the future mode of, you can say, the study, or you can say the teaching will be there. So I think the pandemic prepared we persons for, you can say, the hybrid mode, and we are supposed to ready for the traditional as well, you can say, online. But how? See, excess of everything is harmful. It is not out. Ati sarvate varjit. It means anything excess is there. It maybe, you can say, I think just now, I think I was listening, you can say, gentleman, he chalk and talk. I think chalk and talk, not out, but chalk and talk, I think it cannot be replaced in Indian culture. It will be, you can say, take time. But I think in most of these schools, they have, you can say, smart school or smart classrooms are there. So is it not a technology? I think if we are having, a tab lab, is it not a technology? We are having, I think the language lab, is it not a technology? We have to understand it. Without, you can say, technology in 21st century, if we think, we dream, I think it will not be relevant and will not justify, you can say, for the 21st century kids. What is to be required? We have to justify, you can say, the role of, you can say, teachers. I think for that one thing is required. When, you can say, induction of teacher is there, why not for 15 days? We are supposed to go for, you can say, the induction program. First, we have to prepare the teacher. Then we are supposed to introduce in the system. Why, we can say, plain teacher, we are taking it. So I think it is, you can say, the induction program, the all school, they have to start. In place of, we are supposed to blame the teacher. We are supposed to say the lack of training is there, lack of resources are there. What is to require? How we are supposed to take the things? We should be positive in our approach. We should be very positive in our approach. And with that positive approach, I think we are supposed to match with the time. Because see, we are saying 20th century, it was a century for the communication was there. This 21st century for, you can say, the coding is there. So we have to understand it. What is the coding is there? It means the languages are there. It means the technology is there. So ultimately, we have to prepare for that. And I think you just give, you can say, any mobile to any child, maybe age, you can 3 or 4. I think they love it. They operate, you can say, very easily. They don't have any fear. It means we have to understand it. These kids are, you can say, born in the century of, you can say, coding. And you can see in 21st century of, you can say, the technology is there. So I think we are supposed to, you can say, upgrade ourselves. We are supposed to update ourselves, and we are supposed to go, you can say, it is not the time we can divide, you can say, the world into different parts. No, it is a global village concept is there. The distance is shrinking. So it means whatever, you can say, the developed countries, they are doing, whatever is going on in the developed countries, I think that will be our future is there. It means we have to match with that. And in that way, I think we are supposed to understand it. The technology should be, you can say, used in a appropriate, or you can say, right way, in a right, I think, direction. So in that one, I think main thing is what? Redefine our, you can say, role in the classrooms. That is very much important.
That's wonderful. So that's wonderful. Update and upgrade is very necessary. As we keep on moving towards forward, we should upgrade and update ourselves. That is very important. Thank you so much, sir, for your valuable views. We'll come up to Anil sir. Anil sir, we will like to know that what improvement do you see in students academically when you teach using multimedia media?
Sir, if we talk about the involvement of technology in schools, I think it started somewhere around in 2010. Before that, good schools have started using smart classes, but largely in 2010 around, it started in a large way, and Educom came up with the smart classes in the schools with good content and all that. So at that time, it was an attraction for the students. Once in a week, they were getting classes, and they were watching live animation videos and other subject classes. And they were very interested, and they were kept on waiting that when our next class would be there, when we'll have to go there. So of course, technology, or what we can say the smart class, it attracted the student because they are enjoying the subject not in a monotonous way. Chalk and talk in the class, and student is taking, teacher is taking the class, and students sometimes they are getting bored, and if they are not interested. But when they were going to the smart classes, they were enjoying it. Whether they were learning it or not, it was a secondary part, but yes, they were enjoying the class. So use of technology or the multimedia has created interest in the students, even those students who are very weak, who were not interested in the studies in the classrooms. So it enhanced learning facility, and also it sought the attention of the students who were backbenchers or who were low in grade. And also use of technology helped the teachers to create content according to the specific needs of every student in the classroom. Suppose if a student needed more practice, now we have online practice schedule for the students. As after the COVID or during the COVID, we learned that this is the age of blended learning, and later on now it is the age of hybrid learning. So technology, we cannot escape from it, or we cannot say that it is of no use. Definitely it is of very much use for the teachers to keep engaging the students in different projects in the art integration or other activities. Group of students can go around it. It also increased the interaction between the teacher and the student, because whenever there is a doubt or whatever a child watches in any video or online something, he cross asks questions to the teacher. So that means a child is getting interested in browsing the things or researching the things. So innovative ways are being developed to engage the students in the class by the teachers. Yes, it should not be, or it should not be misused by the students. That is a means challenge for the teacher and the parents also, because a lot of homework is given for home nowadays, research work and all that. So to make learning more dynamic, long lasting, and more applicable to the world outside the classroom, technology is helping a lot to the teachers and the education system.
That's wonderful, sir. That's wonderful. You're absolutely right. When you're talking about the technology. Thank you so much, sir. We will now come up to Harshpal, sir. Harshpal, sir, you have heard all the guests talking about technology and all. The only question which comes into my mind, or straight away a question I would like to ask you, is why should we use technology? Because they are talking about that we have mobiles, we have mobiles or tablets or laptops we have. But still, we say that we need more technology in education. A mobile or a laptop cannot solve the problem inside the school. That is for sure. We are talking about technology which has to be used inside the school. So we do not allow the students to bring mobiles also and laptops also. The straightaway question is, why should we use technology inside the schools? Or we can say, why should we use tap school inside the school?
So basically, if we talk about technology in any sector, whether it's an education sector or any other sector, technology has always been an enabler or a tool of convenience, to be more precise. Convenience in sense to to easily do your tedious tasks, basically. So that is what it is. And obviously, now why do we want to use technology in a classroom or in a school is for numerous reasons. So first reason, when we talk about classrooms, which I'm going to do it on our first point would be because we want students to engage in the learning process. We want students to be learning, and they should be developing certain skills, because our what you call the curriculum that we follow, uh, obviously over the period of time, let's say let's start from class 1 until class 12, it develops certain skills like critical thinking skills, analytical thinking skills, problem solving skills, language learning skills, socialization skills. There are so many of them skills are developed. So the problem comes when, and it comes with everybody, I think it's the human nature, is that when we go home or when we are learning or when we are in a classroom and we get stuck somewhere. So we'll try to do something once or twice on our own, and then we need an assistance. We need an assistance. Then in classroom, it's always the teacher, but at home, there is nobody in today's time. Earlier, I still remember my mother used to help me out, or I have an elder sister also used to help me out. But these days, people are so consumed with themselves, or parents are working, or things like that. So you need an enabler, that is obviously technology. So that is to engage in the learning process. That is number one. So number one, we are engaging the student into learning. We are engaging them all the time. We are telling them, okay, this is how it is. Like Sir Anilson said, it becomes a very good learning facility. It generates interest in students, about certain topic. So that is one there, and you never know where the spark goes from there. Now, so that's one. So when we say we want to use technology in school, we want to use technology in school because we just want to basically unburden ourselves with unnecessary things. By unburdening of unnecessary things is making sure that everybody's paying fees on time, or the books have been returned or not in the library, or things like that. So this is quite trivial and tedious tasks. And when we use softwares like ERP systems, and this become more easy, because it will automatically send notifications to parents. Okay, this is fees is pending. It will send notification to what you call student who has issued a book. Okay, you have to return the book. So the person is less to be more focused on what the children's demand is, students' demand. So that is how we adopt technology. Adopt technology because we want to unburden ourselves of unnecessary things, and second, in the classroom, which is the LMS or a classroom LMS, is because we want to engage the student in the learning process. And engagement does not mean just engaging the students unnecessarily. Engagement means also in retaining of the topic. Like we want the students to retain. Retention bhi honi chahiye. So retention is also there. So that's why we use technology in the classroom, and that's why we use Tab School in the classroom, because we want students to interact with content. We want the students to, do peer-to-peer learning. Also, these days we are talking about that. Okay, the teacher is more on the side than on the front, and the students should learn something on their own, something which is known as adaptive learning. Also, that every student has their own capability of learning, and with the help of technology and multimedia tools, they can learn at their own pace. The class is for just like 40 to 45 minutes in every school. But let's say if they have any problem facing, they were not able to understand any topic in the classroom, then they can obviously go home, and then they can open up the lecture and start learning. So learning at their own pace also is one of the reasons that we want to adopt technology in a classroom.
So what I feel very good about technology is that involvement of the parents has increased now. Because the parents earlier were saying that school bhej dete hain 6 hours ke liye, we don't know what is happening inside the school. But now, because through this technology, every report goes to the parents, as well as it also goes when the child is coming to the school, when leaving the school, what has he studied, what he has not studied. Everything is coming up to the parents also. So basically, the grievances of the schools or the principals is that the parents do not cooperate. We say today only I was in a program where we were just discussing that parents don't want to do anything. They wanted school should do everything. 18 hours they are with them, but they don't want to do anything. But 6 hours में आप पढ़ा भी दीजिए, वैल्यूज भी डाल दीजिए और साथ में सब कुछ आप देख लीजिए, बस आपने सब कुछ करना है. So this is the thing, because they escape from this कि हमको तो पता नहीं स्कूल में क्या चल रहा है. But with the help of technology, I think the parents also get involved. They come to know, and they have to come forward with the administrators to help them to bring up the level of education of the students. Thank you so much, Harshpal sir. We'll come up to the second round now. Vijay sir, we would like to know from you that according to you, which concept is better? Manual teaching, कई लोग बोलते हैं बहुत अच्छा सिस्टम था, टीचर्स पार्क में ले जाते थे, यहाँ ले जाते थे, ऐसे पढ़ाते थे, वैसे पढ़ाते थे, or teaching through technology?
Before there was only 6 subjects. Right now we have moral values, behaviors, computers, robotics, this, that, and all the private kind of persons have started doing the business with the help of education only. Why? Because it is evergreen. So what I can able to say is hybrid itself is a best suited one. And in case if we go with the traditional one, the time is not enough. And again, as coming to the point of co-scholastic, karate, skating, and computer, robotics, coding, this, that has been get implemented in our school. And that's really, we have to give at least 2 classes a week. And even many of the times they are missing out with the PT periods also. But as an 13 years experience at principal, I want to tell that PT period is also needed for them. So want to go with the technology so that the teacher will also get very easily, and kids will also get attracted towards that one. And even as one of the gentlemen has been suggested, involvement of parents is going to be increased, and that's the point. Why? Because they can able to access everything with their phone, and they can able to access their present, absent, and how many times they can able to sit in the class, and how what are the kind of questions they are going to ask, how much the concept has been understood, each and everything with a fingertip only they will understand. Means it will be better signing for our next education, I think so.
Wonderful, sir. Wonderful. Thank you so much, sir. Because we have to move according to the, to the world, where the world is going, where the things are going. Because if we will not change ourselves according to the environment, actually, so we will not be able to survive. Thank you so much, sir. I'll come up to Rajkumar, sir. Rajkumar, sir, we like to know that do you agree that technology makes things easier, approachable, and effective?
See, you're absolutely right, but I think we have to understand it. Why the technology came into existence. I was writing one article, digital learning and digital transformation in education system. So I think I came to across that one. This technology is there. I think we have to just go with that. Different type of learners are there. Student is not, you can say, one type of learning which you can talk. They can learn, you can say, with the help of only one lecture method is there. But I think some students can there, you can say, visual learner also. So it means it is very effective for the, you can say, visual learner. Some you can say there you can say combination of both. There you can say auditory learner also, visual learner also. So this is one part is there. Second one, I think what is to be required early, you can, the child was coming to school, you can say the blank. The teacher has to explain with this topic we have to start. No, I think with the help of, you can say, the flip learning, we are just giving, you can say, topic in advance. The child is going through that one. The child is not coming blank to the school. So it means we are making, you can say, this teaching learning process, you can say, more effective, more productive, and more fruitful one. So ultimately, we have to understand it. This is the one part is the child is coming to school. The child love to come to school. This topic I have to study today, but your teacher will take, you can say, on the next level, because the child is having the knowledge about this topic is there with the help of, you can say, full learning, or you can say the other, you can say, videos, and that one you can say we share with them. Then in the classroom, it is a mixture is there, because it is not only, you can say, with the help of, you can, smart class. It is not with the help of only chalk and talk. It is a mixture is there. To ultimate the child is, you can say, again, you can say in touch with, you can say, the human beings. The human touch is there. Human, you can say, emotions, you can say, touch is there. It is not only the machine. And I think that teachers, you can say, push is there. Later on, you can say, I think something is left. The child, you can say, again, the one, you can say, somewhere you can say the child has to, yes, somebody has to help me. Somebody should be with me. So I think again the technology is there. Again, you can say the person, you can say, online or offline, you can say they're in touch with, you can say, the child is there. What are the doubts are there? The child, you can ask. So ultimately, technology is making, you can say, the child little bit, you can say, I think I should say, more productive, and the child is feeling easy And the teacher and parents are also, you can say, happy because the result, you can say, it is result oriented is there. It is the productive is there. Miss and you can say use, or you can say it is always there. But somewhere you can say if you take the parents in confidence, no doubt the parents they will help. If you take the students also in confidence, no doubt they will not, you can say, misuse, you can say, technology. But there's no guarantees there. We cannot say 100% is there. But I think if majority they are using technology in a right way, and it is the productive, it is the effective, and it is a result oriented. In that one, I think what is to be there again, you can say, we have to redefine our role, you can say, in the classrooms. We have to set the learning objectives, the learning goal, you can say teaching learning outcomes. If these are going to be decided, then I think we have to decide how much technology and where we have to use. The things will go in the right direction. And again, we should not have fear phobia with the technology, because ultimately if you can say remain, you can say I think out the technology will, you can say, replace teacher. Technology is, you can say, dangerous. Technology is this one. But in the right way, right amount, and right, I think the approach that will make us, you can say, I think, more helpful. The technology is, I think, somewhere you can say helpful for us, not, you can, replacement, not, you can say, curse, but it is a boon. And I think it is the future of, you can say, the education is there. And the teacher, they are supposed to adapt it. They are supposed to, you can say, change themselves. And they are supposed to, I think, go with that one. This is my suggestions. I tell my teachers also 10 years back when I was in Rewari. So I think I started that one. Why not you are supposed to have your on tab, on, you can say, laptop. I think we can go for, you can say, the launch scheme. Because today you can say, if you go with that, I'm getting, you can say, I think from the different, you can say, schools and that one, is that time you can see you prestige us. We are supposed to go with your own laptop. We are supposed to go in that way. It was difficult for us, but today you can say we are happy. They bless. So what is to be required if you go ahead of time? So I think things will be, you can say, fine. Either you can say time will drag us. So we should not be dragged. So in the same way, the kids should not be dragged in the future. They should go, you can say, ahead of time. They should go with time. If not ahead, they should go with time. So I think that is, you can say, our parenting is there. Either you can say the teacher, the kids, they will find out that you can say on ways. So ultimately, I think
absolutely right, sir. Because we have seen during the pandemic that the students, they had switch off their camera, they have joined but switch off the camera and littering out at the home. When their parents are asking, why are not taking the classes? So, mama, I'm not able to understand what the teacher is teaching. I'll go into the YouTube channel. I'll see the same topic of other teacher. So students have become very smart. So the teachers have to become more smart. Thank you so much, sir. We have Dr. Karmensen, sir, over there. Thank you so much, sir, for joining us. Although you were very busy in hospital, you told me on the over a phone call. Thank you so much, first of all, sir, for coming, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.
It's our pleasure to have you on the show, sir. Let me tell you, sir, is the principal of a very prestigious institution in Meerut, that is Guru Tegh Bahadur Public School. And sir is also the Sahodaya president of Meerut Mahan. Am I right, sir?
Yes, yes.
Thank you so much, sir. Welcome, sir.
My voice is clear?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Your voice is clear, sir.
Okay.
Sir, we will like to know about you, sir.
I'm sorry for late.
No problem, sir. You told me that you are in hospital for the reason of...
Still I am there, but I'm in a doctor room now.
Okay, okay. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much for the courtesy.
Okay.
Sir, we will like to know about you, sir. About you, sir. Your educational journey, sir.
Actually, I am to belong, a very backward area, that is Bijnor district, Bijnor in UP. And my native place is in that district, Nurpur village, Ranongli. I completed my primary education from there only. And then I did my 8th class from there. Then 10th class from Meerut. And graduation from Meerut. And then I did my MSc in physics from Institute of Advanced Studies, CCS University. And then I did my doctorate from IIT Delhi in the field of solar energy. And I came in service of public school in 1985. And since then, without any single day gap, I am in Meerut only. And this is my 26th year of journey as a principal in 3 schools of this town. Thank you, sir.
That's wonderful, sir. And now leading the Meerut also, sir. Leading the Sahodayas also.
Yes,
sir. That's
it's a big group.
Sir. Yes, sir. So how many schools you have under your Saudya, sir, in Meerut?
We have near about 72 schools.
That's wonderful. I think there are two Saudyas in Meerut.
Yes, there are two Saudias.
Yeah, ma'am from Gargi Girls School was there in this. Thank you so
Yes,
much,
yes.
sir. Yes, sir. Thank you so much for coming, sir. Sir, we are
Thanks
discussing
for
about
all. Thanks for all.
Sir, we are discussing about technology, that now technology has become the part and parcel of life, and we have to
Yes.
use it during our school working also. And we have a very special guest and you know, the expert of today, Mr. Harshpal Singh Kurana. He is from Chandigarh. He has created a 360-degree or A to Z solution for the schools, wherein he has a customized, I think our sponsor already told me in the previous sessions, he has a customized things which is helpful to the children, because they are not providing only, sir, please tell, not providing only ERP, but educational solutions to the schools also. Our sponsor will like to
That's
say
good.
something.
Sorry, I didn't
Sir,
This
catch.
is very good.
Sir, sponsor will like to say something. Sir has come, will like to tell something about TAP School. What are you doing?
So you asked me, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So basically, Tab School is a 360-degree solution provider, and we deal in all sorts of solutions for schools. In sense that we provide content, we provide ERP solutions, technology, classrooms, hardware, software, tablets. So these are all designed for students, and it has all 360-degree solution, from taking cyber security to security to tablets integrated with your current or infrastructure, to content and to worksheets also now. And now we are also have a system where if you have a limited access to internet, even then you can use our services, in sense that we've created an IoT device which we keep in the campus, and we install our softwares in that, and the students can use it on their laptops or on their tablets or smart boards. All that software can be used there. So we are total 360-degree providers for solutions, technology, as well as the pedagogical and, in sense, content solutions for schools across India.
That's wonderful.
Good.
Sir,
Good.
Carmen, sir, we would like to know your views on a small topic, that is there a need of adopting technology with classrooms? Because we are technology migrants, and you also had been to education from 1985. You have seen where the time where there was no technology, but everything was being taught and done. But now technology has come into existence, especially after pandemic. So do you feel that there is a need of adopting technology with classrooms?
Certainly, actually, in past, uh, when I joined the service, then to everything was being done manually, and the teachers' working load was very, difficult. But nowadays, the technology has made it very easy, and not only easy, it is comfortable. It is in the approach of the children also, and any topic which is being guided, which is being taught by the teacher in the class, can be taught very effectively, very impressively, with the help of technology. So I too can say that if the teachers are not updated, the schools are not updated, what is going on in the field of education with the help of technology, so the schools cannot survive with this. The survival of the school totally depends upon the technology, but how to use it. In the market, there are so many softwares, there are so many important things which are available, which can be used, which are very friendly with the teachers also. They can use it easily, and the teaching can be made very easy for the children to understand. So I am
That's
in favor
wonderful,
of
sir.
that more and more use of technology should take place in teaching line.
That's wonderful, sir. Thank you so much, sir. We'll come up to Anil, sir. Anil, sir, we would like to know your views on the saying that do you agree that technology makes, the things easier, approachable, and effective? Sir, you're on mute. Anil, sir, you're on mute.
Yes, as Karmendra sir was saying that when he started his job, everything was done manually. But now things are becoming easy for the teachers, for the school management, and for the students also. As with the technology, if a teacher is not able to give them time individually for any topic again and again, so they are at ease at home, and they can use tab or YouTube channels or whatever other modes are available, and they can go through the topic again and again. Now, teacher is also convenient as he can or she can maintain the record of the child very easily. Track record of the child, which is being made by the different technological systems now available, as Harshpal Singh is providing, or some other ERP systems are there, where we can track the growth of a child, and we can tell to the parents that the previous test was what he was performing, and now what is the performance, and what we have to do for his improvement, or in which subject he is lagging behind and which subject he is doing better. So we can compare it easily with the help of technology. Then, other than this, as we were discussing earlier, students remain engaged. Yes, positively, we have to check them that they are using technology in a positive way, or the work they have been assigned to use it. So, definitely, it is very easy. Some topics which are very difficult to understand or very difficult for the teacher to explain. Suppose math topic, sometimes it is very boring. So that is very easy with the help of video animations or video lessons or some other technology or some other base means we can use it. And students, they enjoy, they learn with the help of animation movies in small classes, first, second, third, and they learn many things, many tricks, and many lessons very easily with the help of this technology. So definitely we cannot ignore it. We cannot live without it nowadays. The tasks are being automated. Everything is happening. A child has come to school. A message is going to the parent with the help of technology, and they parents are keeping a track on their child, and the schools management, they are also tracking now the chip cards or the sensors ID cards are available in the school. You can track where the child is going, if he has gone out of the class, where he is, or in which situation he is. So in the transport also we are using technology. So definitely this is the as Rajkumar sir was saying, the 21st century is the century of technology, and we cannot think of anything doing in the school without technology.
That's wonderful, sir. Thank you so much, Anil sir. We'll come up to Dr. Karmen sir. Sir, we would like to know your views that do you believe, I mean, what is right? The manual teaching is right or teaching to technology is better?
Sir, earlier I have already, I have already said that the use of technology really enhance the teacher as well as children knowledge also. But teacher cannot be substituted, cannot be replaced in place of technology. So when better use of technology can take place, when the teacher is also updated, but the technology certainly enhance the way of teaching, no doubt.
Absolutely
And
right,
also,
sir.
when we talk about the blended learning, means it is a mix and match of teacher and technology. So teacher and technology, they are means they are not substitute, but yes, now they are means helping
So
each other.
technology is only a tool.
Correlated with each other.
Technology is a tool, and teachers will always remain. Even ebooks will come, but technology will remain as a tool only. Teachers cannot be tool for sure, because we had been seeing this.
During the period of Corona, earlier though in public sector, especially in public schools, the teacher were not used to use the this technology, but now so they are very easily they are using in the classes also, and there is a lot of demand also that more and more use of technology should take place.
So, Karmen sir, I have seen very beautiful things in this technology now, which has come after pandemic, was that we had smart classes earlier. But
yes,
smart classes were only the boards where the content was coming and we were teaching them. Now here that now the whatever the contents are coming, that teachers, like we were talking about maths sir was saying, Anil sir was saying, the maths teacher says that I have a 40 minutes class, I have to go to the 40 students, I'm going to take care personally of them. Now the assignments will be given by the app. It will be checked by the app. It will give report to the teachers that where the children are lacking. So there the teacher can point out that where he has to do extra class, because his time will be saved, because he don't have to make assignments, and at the same time he doesn't have to do the corrections also. So whatever the time is saved, he can use it for the the betterment of the child to teach more and the subject.
Yes.
That is very wonderful, sir. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you
No
so
doubt.
much. Harshpal sir, will come up to you with the last question of the session, that the very important. After pandemic, the schools don't want to spend much money. When we talk about technology, the only fear in the mind of the school is, as we say, we have A, B, and C category schools according to the fees level, so they don't want to spend much. It is in the myth in the mind of the administrators, the principals, the management, that this thing is very expensive. We will not be able to afford that. So, what do you justify this about this?
So I think when we talk about pricing, first of all, definitely the technology is no longer an expensive, thing anymore, especially when it comes to softwares and even for that matter, hardwares also. Hardware is now very commonly used. The technology gets cheaper by the day because apparently the new things come into the place and the old technologies get cheaper by the day. So ERP, LMS, or smart boards or tablets is not something that is new. So obviously there is a whole different section of technologists and educators who are talking about something else that will come down another 10-15 years down the line. But what we talking about, the technology that we use today in the schools is not expensive, and definitely they fall in the economical category. And even if there is a school who thinks or finds the technology to be little expensive, depending upon their fees that they receive from students and other sources of income, they have to understand that when you implement technology in a school, your students automatically get engaged into learning process, or at least psychologically they do, because they think, okay, now this school has a technology, it will be more engaging way of process. Because when we say, okay, we have a technology in our school, so the automatic psychology is that the students will be engaged in the learning process. So that is what the parent think, that is what the child would also think. So in that particular case, the investment, the return on the investment that's done is automatically is given to you, because you would see there will be an increase in number of admissions, there will be increase not just admissions, also you would see there will be around 25% increase in the academic result of the student also, using our technology. Because our technology is all about retention, creating digital worksheets, methodologies that will help students to be better, which is all based on flipped learning, Montessori learning for students through gamified, or through engaging process of content, where teachers can create their own content. We have the content which the teachers can use to distribute the content. Then the analytics come, the examinations happen. Then we have, if you are having tablets from our end, we have the security features to control those tablets. You can shut down the tablets whenever you want. Even we provide browsers now that are kid safe browsers, that only students can access only useful information in them. So definitely it's a whole ecosystem that we have designed for a student, parent, teacher, every other stakeholder that is involved in the education community. So that is why when you implement the entire ecosystem along with an effective training modules which we also provide. So once you have that, then you would see how it beautifully runs. The entire system will automatically sync your daily work routines processes are streamlined. It actually works that way. So it is not expensive. Yes, maybe the quantity of implementation can make it expensive. Let's say you want to implement in 700 students, so that can be expensive. But to my my advice is to every school who come to us who says, it's a big budget, we always tell them, start from 50. Start from, if you're planning to buy tablets, you can buy software. That's a economical thing. You don't have to think twice about it. But if you plan to buy hardware from us, just start from 50. Start from 50. Get your teachers into the process, into the ecosystem, and then slowly, then you
So
can
is it
move,
so it
move
is
on from there.
compulsory? It is needed that we have to buy the tablets also, or we can
No,
go
sir.
with the softwares
No,
only.
no, you can buy just the softwares also. But what happens is that when we say we want to implement flipped learning or blended learning into our classroom, we need a device. We need a device.
Right.
We need a device in the sense we need a delivery mechanism. It can be a laptop also. I'm not saying it has to be a tablet. It can be a laptop, but the phones are not allowed in schools, right? So, and they're very small also in that sense. But then you have a bigger screen, and the bigger screen is either a
That is
laptop or
available in that is
yeah,
available in the schools also. That is
yeah,
available in the school also.
yeah.
So
So
we can say that. So we can then say that it is as economical as if we employ a person in an office. Lesser than that cost will be having the software also from.
yes, definitely.
Yeah. So if we'll employ a person in the office, he'll do the office work only. But these type of softwares, they will be useful for the office also, for the schools, or for the parents also, for the teachers also. Everything is over there 360. That's wonderful. That one wonderful thing you have created. People have lost their connections. They're trying to join their putting me message in the on the my mobile. They were trying to join. But anyhow, we have had a good session today with all the people today. Thank you so much, Anil sir, for joining
Sir,
us.
one
Yes,
thing
sir.
I would like to add here, that the survival of technology trained teachers is there in the future, and technology and teacher are the two sides of one coin, and we cannot ignore both of them.
Absolutely right, sir. And their training, regular training is also very necessary, because teachers are like, you have to keep on training them, because after some time they will again come to the same place and you have to train them. That
And
is
one more thing that I would like to add to all, and I always suggest to all principals, it's not just about training. So training is something uh, you will get. Obviously, if you're buying anything, you would get a training. It's about doing the research also from the teacher's point of view. From the teachers can also do some sort of innovation and research to make students learn some topics. So flipped learning was definitely is an innovation done by a teacher in US who decided it is a effective way to teach. So similarly, we have to be more open about what are the other ways to teach, what are the other effective ways to teach students. Whether it is we just don't have to be followers, we have to be pioneers. We can be the ones who can start with new things. So that is where everything lies. So innovation just does not mean technology. It means that what the teachers can contribute to make students understand the topic in various different manners. Yes, they can take help of technology, they can use the help of multimedia tools, games, all sorts of other things. They can even take help of social media to make student understand a topic. But point here is that we just no longer have to think by the book, by the rule. We have to think above that okay, I want to be that teacher who takes along the entire class with me and make sure that the students is able to understand each and every topic.
it's not about technology only. It's about that how the teachers are taking the things, the research work, everything has to be done for sure. Thank you so much, Harshpal sir. Thank you so much, Anil sir, and thanks to all whose connection has been lost. Hope to see another session, another season very soon. Thank you so much. Okay, good night. Bye-bye.